Good evening. This is Simi on Google Meet as a group 8 members. I and Freddy chose to do a Google Meet. My admission number is bed 050235/2020 and Frederick's one is bed 050158/2020. Now Google Meet, the definition is it is a video communication service developed by Google that enables one to join virtual meetings via audio media, conferencing, and chats. We move to the advantages of Google Media. Advantage number 1, it is site for official meeting due to enhanced privacy features. This site is designed for official meeting. For example, when you want to design something that is dealing with official activities. Number 2, it organizes with Google Calendar to help organize your meetings and events in an orderly manner. Number 3, it is a well-developed feature which can be run on browser, unlike Zoom, which does not run good in browser. Number 4, host can add or remove the participant. Here now the host is the icon of the room. He or she can control who can join the meeting and can remove any person who is making jokes in the meeting. Number 4, it is secure because all data is encrypted in transit by default between the client and Google or video meetings on a web browser. It is secure because it requires less data for you to access it, and you can access it anytime you want. Number 6, you can add any file to the Meet from Google Calendar. For instance, you have got several files you want to attach to the Google Meet you're using. You can just do it the way it is. Advantage number 7, Google Meet have larger duration in a meeting. Anyone with Google account can create a video per meeting. Now here, you can create a meeting at any time. It has no time limitation. Like you can decide to have a meeting at night, daytime, in the morning, or any time you are free and you are willing to avail yourself to attend that meeting. We move to the disadvantages of Google Meet. Google Meet does not have features like whiteboard and recording, which is on Zoom. Here in Google Meet has very few features, and therefore it reduces some form of confusion. Disadvantage number 2, you can only access Meet via the Google Chrome and browser. This isn't a huge obstacle, but it can be annoying if you use another browser. Also, it might create delays for participants who are unfamiliar with Meet. With this case, it causes some delays to the members who are not familiar with the Google Meet. It can take time. For example, if you've decided to create a meeting of 1 hour and you find a person joining after 30 minutes, you see it creates a room of confusion. This person, when joins, becomes very, very much confused. Then number 3, Google Meet can only be used if you have a Google account. This is not much of a problem as many people have it. In most cases, many people have the Google account, apart from the first-year students who decide to join university, who have limited information about the internet, and therefore they require people to guide them on these. And finally, on disadvantages, we have some features like private discussions are only available to Google subscription, making it hard for some people. We move to the functions of Google Meet. It provides free version and free workspace for individuals. individuals can have meeting at any place, whether at home, school, work, or any place you are comfortable with it. Then function number 2, Google Workspace Enterprise have even more features intended for large business activities. For instance, people of different companies, maybe we say the Apollo People Agriculture, they have decided to have an official meeting. Maybe we say they have decided to have a meeting of different leaders from different counties. They can decide to choose a Google Meet because initially on the disadvantages, we said it can accommodate about 250 people. It allows you to easily allow members to join in your browser with no suffering via phones. Here, you can use your phone even to admit new participants to join and attend to the meeting. We move to the topic of discussion is topic 8. As group 8 members, we decided to do the stress and intonation. Here we will move to the definition of stress and intonation. We see the instances of stress and instances of intonation. We have to be aware the cases in which we apply intonation. Now, stress and intonation are important elements of speaking that can greatly impact how a message is perceived by the listener. Intonation, this is the rising and falling of voice in speaking. Intonation is crucial in communication. In English, have 2 types of intonation, that is rising and falling intonation. We continue. We've said intonation, this is the rising and falling of voice in speaking. Intonation is crucial in communication. In English, we have 2 types of intonation. That is rising and falling intonation. We move straight to falling intonation. This is when we lower our voices at the end of a sentence. This usually happens in statements. For example, making a statement, you can say, I like bananas. She traveled to Eldoret. Those are form of statements that you are making. Then we have the WH questions, examples. What is your name? Where are you going? Who is that? Then in making commands, for example, get out now, give me the money. We move to the last instance, the 4th one of falling intonation, that is exclamatory sentences. Example, what a wonderful present. How nice of you. We go to rising intonation. Here, when we use rising intonation, it encourages the user or the listener to continue speaking. Here, you are expecting to get some more responses. For example, we use rising intonation in general questions. Do you visit them often? Have you seen her? We have our alternative questions. For example, do you want coffee or tea? Before tag questions, also we use rising intonation. For example, this is beautiful. This is a beautiful place, isn't it? She knows him, doesn't she? And now here marks the end of our presentation.